Me and my two brothers all live together. Not because of our extraordinary brother bond, but really just because we don't have much of a choice. There's James, the one who always called the shots around here. That would basically tell us what to do. He just feels this need to guide us, thinking that we are just like lost lambs in need of a shepherd. And then we have Jack. Oh boy. Jack is a bit of a loner. He is incredibly talented as an artist, but because of the way we grew up, no incentive was given to him. Unfortunately, we cannot make him believe in himself. He takes refuge in food, always eating when he's nervous, which is a lot of the time. Then there's me, Sam. I am what you would call the black sheep of the three of us. The talentless son. At least, that's what my parents always told me growing up. Why can't you be like James? They said. Even your brother Jack has more talent. You are just worthless. I got used to it at some point. I wasn't listening anymore. So we have been living together, the three of us, in a tiny apartment. James is the only one working at the moment. Me and Jack are currently unemployed, so we are spending a lot of time at home. But the other day, I went for a coffee outside, and at the coffee shop table behind me, there was an old lady speaking on the phone. And because we were so close, I could hear the conversation. She was saying something about a bag she had received, and right after I had heard the words $250,000, I was intrigued. And could it be that that old lady had something worth that kind of money? Some time had passed, and finally the old lady had got up and left. I decided to follow her. How hard could it be to steal from her? I will not harm her, I just want whatever she has that's worth $250K. She lives in the outskirts of the city, near the woods, in a small cabin. I stayed outside observing, waiting for something to happen. But nothing, not even lights. So, I went home. When I arrived, my brothers were watching TV. I spoke with them about what I did in that day, and they got intrigued as well. $250K was set us for life. It was hard to say no to this, especially knowing that the lady lived in the woods. It'd be easy prey, but we promised to each other no harm would come to the lady. We just wanted the prize. So next day, before the first sunlight, we went to the cabin and stalked the place. We waited around an hour and a half, and we saw the old lady leaving. We waited a while longer just to make sure that she was not coming back, and we left Jack outside on guard, hiding in the bushes. Me and James entered the cabin. The door was unlocked, which was weird, especially because the old lady was keeping something worth so much cash inside. While I am searching for valuables, James called me from the other room. I ran to him, and when I reached him, I saw in his hand small, shiny diamond rocks. Oh my God, I said. We hit the jackpot. Me and James are smiling to each other, already thinking how our lives will change after this find. We walk back to the cabin entrance, and we see Jack running in our direction. He looked scared. When he reached us, he said, "The old lady." Well, what about the old lady, Jack? She left. We saw her. She's coming back. We need to go back inside. And so we rushed inside again and tried to hide as best we could. I was hiding in the closet of her bedroom when I started listening to footsteps approaching me. She was inside. My heart started beating faster and faster, thinking she could open the door at any second. When a noise from the kitchen is heard, she went out of the room, and I got relieved for just a second. But the noise was from one of my brothers. It had to be. I slowly walked out the bedroom door and peeked at the kitchen. I saw Jack and the old lady side by side, looking in our direction. Just standing there until the old lady said, "You two boys can come out now. Jack is here with me. Come and join us." Confused and nervous, I appeared in front of them. James was already there and asked, What's happening, Jack? The old lady then said, Jack here is working with me. He searched for me. He wants to be an artist, a wish I will grant him. But every wish requires sacrifice. In this case, you two. What the hell are you talking about? I heard your conversation at the coffee shop, I said. She then answers, I wanted you to hear me, so I gave you something to make you follow me. Those are not diamonds. James looks at his hands, and the diamond rocks had turned into insects. Shocked and afraid at this point, we tried to walk away, but Jack had a gun in his hand. He pointed at us and said, Turn around and walk into the bedroom. Without a choice, we did what he said. We walked into the same bedroom where I was hiding before, but when we entered this time, the room was different. Very different. There was no bed or closet, just a table against the wall, and the floors and walls were covered in red. It was blood, like a butcher's room. We turned to Jack and pleaded to let us go, but it was too late. I hope you grant me my wish, witch. I just killed my only family. Yes, Jack. You did well. There's just one more sacrifice to be done.